Hi guys, I am Mohan, Director of Sudhir NEET Biology Academy. Once again, meeting you in the continuation of the circulatory system. Today, let us take up the topic on blood group. It's called ABO blood group, found out by Landsteiner. This blood group is an example for multiple alleles. So what do you mean by multiple alleles? Before that, we must know what is an allele. Allele is an alternative form of a gene, that is called allele. For example, capital A and small a are two genes alternating, they are called as the alleles. The locus is called the place on the chromosome where the genes are located. If there are more than two genes in a single locus, that is called as the multiple alleles. So this ABO blood group is an example of multiple alleles. We will see how. It's also an example for codominance. Two dominant genes acting together to produce a phenotype, that is called codominance. Let us see how this codominance work out for the blood group. Right. Now, if you take the blood groups, there are four types of blood groups, that is A, B, AB and O. In the blood group, antigens and antibodies are present. So antigens and antibodies are present. There are two antigens, A and B. Four phenotypes, four blood groups, A, B, AB and O. Three genes, IA, IB and I0. IA and IB are dominant, IO is recessive. So you know what is dominant and what is recessive, that we will discuss when we take up genetics. So here you must know the IA and IB are dominant and IO is recessive. IA and IB, these two are codominant. So this is an example for codominance. Here there are three genes, IA, IB and I0. So there are more than two genes located in a loci or locus, IA, IB and IO. So this blood group is an example for multiple alleles. So this concept you must understand. Now, what are the antigens and what are the antibodies present in the blood group? Let us see. Before that, where are these antigens and antibodies are present in the blood? What are the constituents of blood? You know, plasma, RBC or erythrocyte, WBC or leukocyte and platelet. Now, antigen is present in RBC, whereas antibody is present in the plasma. This is very, very important. Question may be asked. We should be very clear that the antigens are present in the RBC, on the surface of the RBC, whereas the antibodies are produced in the plasma serum. Right. Coming to the blood groups AB and O, what are the antigens and antibodies present here? In the blood group A, antigen A is present, antibody B is present. In the B group, antigen B is present, antibody A is present. In the AB group, A antigen and B antigens are present. There is no antibody in the AB blood group. In the O group, there is no antigen, but there are two antibodies, A and B. So A and B antibodies are present in the blood group O. Now, the antigen and antibody react together to agglutinate. The process is called as the agglutinization, by which the blood clots and the person dies. Suppose if the antigen A and antibody A are present, that will agglutinate. Antigen-antibody reaction takes place. Likewise, antigen B and antibody B are present, agglutinization takes place. So these are the concepts of antigen-antibody present in the blood group. Now, to whom they can donate blood? Let us see. The blood group A can donate to the persons with blood group A and AB. Let us see how. So A can donate definitely to A group. If A group donates blood to B group, what happens here? In the B group, recipient antibody A is present, so antigen A and antibody A agglutinate. They react together and agglutinate. So A cannot give blood to B. Let us come to AB. So here there is no antibody in AB. So you must remember one thing, one concept very clearly. In the donor's blood, you should not bother about the antibodies. Whether the donor's blood is having antibody or not, it doesn't matter. So here, if the blood group person A donates blood to AB, what happens? There is no antibody at all here in the AB group. So there will be no reaction at all. If antibody is present in the recipient blood, only the reaction will take place. So here in AB group, there is no antibody, there is no reaction, no agglutinization. So A can donate blood to AB. Let us see O group. So if the A group person donates blood to O group, what happens? In the recipient blood, both the antibodies A and B are present. Whereas in the blood group person A, antibody B is here. So this antigen A and antibody A will react and coagulate. So A cannot donate blood to O. So okay. Now, B can donate blood to B. Likewise, B cannot donate blood to A group because the B antigen of the B group and the recipient's A group antibody B react together to agglutinate. So, B cannot donate blood to A. So here AB, I already told you there is no antibody, so no reaction. So B can donate blood to AB. Coming to AB, must listen here. So here the antibody, both the antibody A and B are present. If it donates blood to A group, what happens? The B antigen and B antibody will agglutinate, so it cannot be given. If AB is given blood to B group, what happens? The A antigen in AB will coagulate with the A antibody of the B, so it cannot give to B group. It cannot donate blood to O group because both the AB antigens will coagulate with the antibodies AB here in O. So it can donate blood to only AB. Coming to O group, so there is no antigen here. If there is an antigen, I already told you, no botheration about the antibody in the donor's blood. But the donor's blood's antigen will make its own antibody. The reaction will take place. In O group, there is no antigen and so there will be no reaction at all. So O group can donate blood to A group, B group, AB group and O group. So A can donate blood to A and AB, B can donate blood to B and AB, AB to donate only to AB, O can donate blood to all, AB, AB and O. The next, from whom? யாரிடமிருந்து ரத்தத்தை பற்றிக்கொள்ள முடியும்? So A group definitely can get blood from A and O. Why? There is no antigen at all in O group. So A can get blood from A and O. Likewise, B will get blood from B and O. AB can get blood from all others because there is no antibody at all in the AB group. So whatever the antigen comes, if there is no antibody, there will be no reaction. So from A, B, AB and O, from all others, AB group can get blood. What about O group then? So here both the antibodies are present here. So whatever the A antigen will react with the antibody A, B antigen will react with the antibody B. So O can get blood only from O. Because if A gives blood to O, what happens? The A antigen of A and A antibody of O will react. Likewise, what happens here if B gives blood to O, the B antigen of B will react with the antibody of B antibody of O. So O can get blood only from O. So A can give blood to all. So O group is called as the universal donor. AB can accept blood from all others. So AB group is called as the universal recipient. Universal recipient. This must know. Now coming to the genotype, this is very important. For blood group, there are two genotypes, IA, IA and IA, I0. So IA, IA are dominant homozygous, IA, I0 are recessive heterozygous. Likewise, for blood group, the genotype will be IB, IB and IB, I0. IB, IB are homozygous dominant and IB, IO are heterozygous recessive. For AB group, IA, IB, both are dominant, codominants, IA, IB. For O group, I0, I0, recessive. Only one type of genotype, I0, I0. So, this table you must know. I repeat, the blood group A contains the antigen A and antibody B. B blood group contains the antigen B and antibody A. Blood group AB contains the antigen A and B, no antibody. O blood group contains no antigen blood, but both the antibodies are present, A and B. To whom it can donate blood? A can donate blood to A and AB, B to B and AB, AB to AB, O to A, B, AB and O. So from whom they can get blood? A group from A and O, B group from B and O, AB group from all, A, B, AB and O group only from O. So, O group is the universal donor. It can give blood to all, but it can receive blood only from O, very pathetic group. AB group is very selfish. It can get blood from all others, but it can give only to AB. So, universal recipient AB, universal donor O. So, this is about the blood group. Now we come to some problems. Let us see. So based on the genotypes, based on the blood groups, problems have been asked in the NEET examination. For example, if father is of A group and mother is of B group, what are the possibilities of the children with the genotypes? Let us see. So for A group, father, there are two types of genotypes, IA and IA and IA, I0. For female, mother, genotype IB, IB and IB, I0. Right? Now what are the gametes formed here? This will produce the gamete IA. This will produce two gametes IA and I0. IA already given. So let us take up I0. Here also the gamete IB. Here also IB and IO. Let us take IO.